guys. Okay, so the first and foremost thing to talk about with this chapter is that Mashima was kind of fucking relentless. Like we had the body count climbing in this one, which is good. I love when Mashima does this, but then where it got a little excessive and suddenly had me saying, okay, I see what it is you're doing, Mashima, is when we saw Creed get killed. And that's where I was like, he's doing the Dragon Joe thing again, but on a much larger scale. And what I mean by that is, this is with Creed dead, this is kind of confirmation to me that Mashima is setting up the absolute worst case scenario to where it'll force Rebecca to have no other choice than to awaken her overdrive. And thing is, for as much as I dislike that he keeps overusing her power in this case, it is the perfect setup for that to happen, because even though her leaper power has the already insane ability to leap through time and reality, even turning back the clock on something of this massive a scale is going to stress her power out. So at this like if I'm understanding as to where he's going to have this happen, like at the moment that the All Link awakens, something like that is going to stress her power out. So at this point, we all know where this needs to go, we've all learned how Overdrive's awakened. If there was ever something to put the necessary strain on Rebecca's powers, this in itself would be it, and even more so the pretty much idea of needing to use her overdrive in order to completely reverse everything that's probably happened up to this point, and so we can have like almost a complete restart. Because I think that's one thing that is probably going to happen here. It's going to be a complete I don't know if it's going to be a complete restart or just a halfway restart, but it is definitely going to be enough of a restart to where it's going to like put a stress on our power for sure. With that said, though, let's get back to Creed's death. And yeah, even though I know his death will more than likely get reversed, this is definitely one that still kind of hurt, because you can tell everything he's saying about trying to change the system, trying to change the culture, trying to change just everything there is about the way Oeda runs as a planet, as a country. He truly wants to change the structural pillars of how Oeda functions. So to see all those hopes and dreams get dashed away in a single moment, and by a single bullet from the little shit stain, Jessie, it's infuriatingly tragic. Which, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go off. Jessie, fuck you. Fuck you, bro. Fuck you right now up your anal rectum, you little shit stain. Like, okay, I'm sure Mashima's got some logical, tragic explanation, past trauma and backstory, all that jazz, set up as to why Jessie seems to, like, fervently have a burning, passionate hatred towards anyone and everything associated with Elsie. But here's the thing. I just don't give a shit. The little bastard can permanently die and never come back after this, as far as I'm concerned, because this is something where you need all hands on deck. And with bodies dropping left and right out there, you need every able and living body available to stop a little thing called the All Link, you dumbass. You know, the thing that'll either wipe out all machine life or turn them against humanity. Did you forget about that, you little bastard? Just saying. And you, Jessie, my little shit stain, just potentially jeopardized the possibility of stopping the All Link even more so. Good job, you little asshole. Go to hell. Sorry, I know, I probably went a little too ham on that, but I needed to get it out, because that moment, that frustrated me, okay? Like, that you can tell that kind of even broke me a bit, like, Jessie, you little fucking asshole. Oh, what did you do with that? Oh my god, I hate it when characters do that, I do. Like, it's, oh god, oh, man. But oh god, like I got nothing. Yeah, oh man. Anyway, getting away from that though, we see the weapon simply known as the Sea Serpent get unleashed upon the fleet, which, yeah, in typical fashion for a weapon like that, it is causing absolute chaos. And if this is gonna be anything like fighting Leviathan in Final Fantasy XIV, then yeah, Justice and Urash and Sage Interstellar definitely have their work cut out for them. Which once again, and which yeah, I'll be curious to see how that battle goes down, because if it's anything like that, then they do have their work cut out for them, and it's gonna be there's definitely gonna be they're gonna have to make a lot of like a lot of quick maneuvers, I think, just in order to avoid it. But the other thing I want to know is who, like, was it? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I need to go back and read a chapter or something. But who unleashed that? What was it? Was it Shura, or was it Shura? Like, does he have command of that? Is it Shura's faction, or is it like Nero who unleashed it? Because as they said, it was locked within the temple. So did he like get it out from the temple, or again was it Nero and Shiki or was it Nero and Ziggy who unleashed this thing? Like, I'm kind of curious as to who was it that kind of unleashed this thing. But but other than that, the chapter ends on a note where I want more, because as we see, the chapter teases us with even more of the fight between Shiki and Shura, and seeing the latter get punched to the ground is just beautiful. Like, I love to see that shit. Like, just Shura. Aside from Jessie right now, Shura needs to get his ass. I love just seeing Shura getting his ass handed to him. I want a whole chapter of nothing but them fighting, because even if Shura fights back, I'll still get the satisfaction of seeing more of what we got here in those last couple pages. Like, please give me more of that, Mashima. If we could just get one whole chapter of the fight, I will be satisfied. But I will be satisfied. Like, these little moments are enough to satiate me long enough in order to, until we get another bit like it. But I'll need more. I'll need more, and like just a whole chapter will be able to fully satisfy my hunger to see Shura in absolute pain. And I'll need. And even though the fight's only started, now I guess one other thing to take note of is that even though the fight's only started, Shiki seems to be composing himself fairly well, so now it just becomes a matter of what'll push him over the edge, because that's the one interesting thing that's been kind of like, not necessarily been bad, but just kind of like, it's one of those things that Mashima seems to be kind of teasing with us. He seems to be kind of teasing us with little moments here and there of possibilities of the like darkness of of Satan gravity building up inside Shiki, but he never fully releases it. Like, he just gives us little moments of it. So I'm wondering how much more it's going to take before like the darkness inside Shiki's Satan gravity just explode. Like, that's the one thing I'm kind of curious about. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got for this review. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. I'm on Twitter, Analyst, Crunchyroll. Be sure to hit the notification bell, the subscribe button, and just share the video around, guys. Death Knight of Anime, signing off. Later, all.